Right, we're live. Hello, 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 hello. And welcome to the Cutback with your boy, Umpilo. So we are watching Pirates versus Sekhukhune United. Teams that, for some people, are both in the race to win the league, but they are not because Pirates have 28 points, Sekhukhune have 25. Technically, they are because if Sekhukhune do win the game, they are tied with Pirates, both on 28 points. But I don't think that's going to happen. But we are not here to predict things yet. We are going to look at the starting 11. But before we even do that, as you are joining, please do me a favor, a huge favor. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and like the video if you've already done the things of subscribing to the channel. So it's an interesting starting 11 from both teams, because if you look at the one for Sekhukhune, there were quite a few changes in their midfield, and there are quite a few changes as well in their attacking line. So I'm guessing some of the players were saved against Stellenbosch so that they could be played against Pirates, which to me never makes sense, because if you're gonna rest a player, maybe rest a player for a cup final, rest a player for maybe you're playing Champions League, rest a player because you are playing two different tournaments. But if you are resting a player on one match because of the other match, doesn't make sense. Like, they rested players against Stellenbosch because they wanted to save them for Pirates. Not if, since they've lost to Stellenbosch and then they lose today, they would have basically rested the players on Tuesday for nothing, because now Pirates touches them again all over. Now they have a problem because you've rested players so that you can get 3 points on a weekend. Why not play them on a Tuesday, get points on a Tuesday, and then if you don't get points on a weekend, um, it's ridiculous to me. It's a ridiculous concept. Right. So let's look at the starting 11 for Orlando Pirates. So I am somewhat surprised by some of the changes that I see, but it's also kind of understandable to a point. But I don't get it. I don't know what I'm saying that I understand. The starters, right? Let's look at the starters. Their starters, they have China, of course. They have Van Rooyen on the right, Sbisi and CM, a combination. We're about to see what that combination will bring Pirates. And then we have in midfield Mbata and Makaula. It's back to last year. Mbata and Makaula in midfield. And then as a 10, it's Maswangang. You know, maybe I'm one of those people, or is it because I'm not a Pirates fan? I don't think Maswangang has been entirely treated fair. Like, a lot of people have been talking about, oh, Maswanganyi must be dropped and whatnot. So I'm happy to see him being played. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm happy for him because I don't think he's the best 10 in South Africa, but I think he has the ability even to be played as an 8, because he's one of those players who possess the ability to say, I will take responsibility. I will lead the team. I'll marshal the team. I'll do whatever. You know, he has that. He has a right attitude in terms of playing and giving the team something. So I'm happy to see Maswanganyi here. And then as a 10, Uyu Maswanganyi on the left, there's Sepang Moremi on the right, there's Kamohelo Sibelebele, and then there's number 9 is Evidence Mahopa. Ngwana says. So please like the video, because I see a lot of people are joining in. So please like the video as you are also joining in right now. And predictions. Let me give you that ability to vote. Predictions. Gonna start a poll. Score and not score. Match prediction. I want to hear what you guys think. I know Veli is gonna be overwhelming Pirates because they're a big team. And I have not, okay, or is it a draw? You know, Eric Tinkler started having a problem long time ago because after beating Chiefs, like I wanna go back to check how he played after beating Chiefs, but he's been getting beat so much, not because he beat Chiefs. It kind of is because he beat Chiefs, and then the start to the season was like, oh, they are playing very well. But after that win to Chiefs, things have kind of, so they beat Chiefs 3-1, right? Sekhukhune. And then the very next game, they beat Arrows, which is good for them. And then this is where things started to take a downturn. Because they drew with Chippa United. They lost to Polokwane City. So it was a win, a 1-0 win, and winning against Arrows, drawing against Chippa, losing against Polokwane. And then after that, they then lost to Arrows. Then again, they lost to Siwelele. Then they drew to Sekhukhune, to Richards Bay, drew to Marumo Gallants. These teams that were counting here are teams that Sekhukhune was supposed to be beating. And then they won against Makesi, lost again to Stellenbosch. So they've been on a downturn. If they started or continued at least with their momentum, like I'm looking at Siwelele, shouldn't be dropping points against Siwelele. Like it's not even a draw. If they beat Siwelele, Richards Bay, and Marumo Gallants, that's how many points? That's 4 points because Marumo Gallants and Sekhukhune, they drew with them. So we add the 2 points that they dropped. And then the 3 points from Siwelele, that's 7 points. So they would literally be on 32 points. We're not even counting the draw to Chippa United, which shouldn't have happened, which takes them to 34. And then we're not even to mentioning at this point the loss to Polokwane City, which takes them to 35. So they did have a problem earlier on. They had a good start to the season, and then the fall off just started, and it's not been pretty at all. So that is a thing. Like the video, subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and give me your match predictions. Are Pirates winning? Are they losing? Utabiso is saying Pirates will win the game by 2-0. X is saying, Wala coach, I hope all is well. Pirates for the win today. Buccaneers. Let's see if the Buccaneers are going to win. I mean, I think I'm always this person who thinks that whenever you meet a team that is kind of limping, destroy them. Right? Just destroy them. And I try by all means, those people like X's, you would know that I am always trying to be neutral. I just opened the DSTV now to start the game, and I'm looking at Thomas looking absolutely like he's sometimes if uvela bukeke ngathi clueless, like akazi ukuthi kwenzakalana. What I see. And then on the other hand, you have Upumuzo, who's fixed on the tactical iPad or whatever the app that they're using. I wonder what it is, but mine, I like mine as well, so I'm not that worried. No, I'm not that worried. Yeah. So, yeah, so let me stop listening to them for now. I will start listening to TV once the game is playing. Yes, my people, I'm saying that looking at this match, Pirates, as they have on their bench, they have Angitu Abdeslam said that he said that he has starters and finishers. So today, he also has his finishers on the bench. And by finish, I mean finisher of the game. Apolis is that person. Mfukeng is that person. He's not putting pressure on them. I wonder how that feels like as a player. like you're a key player in the team and you are benched. No, for not for any reason, but your mindset must shift from, oh, the coach benched me, to saying, oh, the coach needs me second half. We understand that it's like a thing that has to be communicated, I guess, by the coach who could listen. I'm not benching you because you suck. I'm benching you because if I start with you, then I'm kind of screwed, because then you are my plan B. These ones are my plan A. Ulu dwe ngolo. Eh? Lud wengolowa. 15-16 is saying I foresee a draw. Ngizothi ngolowa. Uthi I foresee a draw. I don't see it. I'm going to tell you now. Like, I just don't see a draw. That door is annoying me. Let me go close it. I just don't see a draw. How does it even happen? Like, what would Pirates be thinking? Because this is not their game in hand. Well, in the current context, is it their game in hand? It's not. How many games do they have? On the league standing right now, yeah, Pirates have played 12. Sundowns have played 14. So Pirates have 2 games in hand. The one for today, because Pirates, Chiefs, and Sundowns are playing in the continent. So they have 2 games in hand, and this is the first one. If they draw, they are on 29, which is tie with Sundowns, and they will still be behind Sundowns because Sundowns have scored 22 or considered 7. So their goal difference is 15, and Pirates' goal difference is 12. So they can't draw, right? So there's 13 and 15 goal difference. So Pirates just need to win this game and then win the other game in hand. And all of a sudden, they are on 34 points and Sundowns are 5 points behind. It's a thing that could actually happen, and they should be punishing Sekhukhune. I'm expecting Sekhukhune to put up a fight, though. It's not like they're just going to run through them. I don't think they will, but I also I don't see how, based on recent form, Pirates could lose this game. And I think the other thing that this game is it's like a launch pad of note, of sorts. They win this game, let's say they win it by 3-0. They've not been destroying teams, Pirates, since the season began. But if they win this game like 4-5-0, even 3-0, it's like a warning with any we are here. It's a warning, it's a message to Chiefs, it's a message to Sekhukhune themselves, because they are also involved in this conversation of the title, despite the fact that in their last 5 games, Sekhukhune have only won 1, drawn 2, and lost 2. So there is also there Tuguti. They need to beat them. They need to beat them. And remember, Pirates' next game is against Sundowns, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think they're playing midweek and then play Sundowns next week. Let me see. Yeah, next week is Sundowns. They're not playing midweek, which is strange. Why are Pirates? They were not playing midweek. They are not playing today. They still have a game in hand. That's weird. That's weird. I think Pirates should have played midweek, or should be playing midweek, so that they have, Undimlo, 2 games in hand. Yes, Undimlo is also saying it's going to be a 2-0 win to Pirates. Ngiyanibona nipetshabo under 1.5. Nishaba 1.5. Ngiyanibona lapho uthi nipetshile nathi under 1.5. Oh hey, Pirates izobuya all of a sudden. Isishama goal anzima la. I just want to say that Oguti, coming out the gate, right off the gate, what are Pirates doing? It's their intensity. It's their intensity that I'm expecting. And Uwadu has already said it, Uguti. He wants it, and we've seen him. We've seen him demanding a lot from his players. We've seen him get pissed off if they just wasted an opportunity to destroy a team. They just want that. They want to beat you. They want to destroy you. So what I always find weird, I think this also speaks of quality of South African football in terms of our finishing, because I have seen a lot of times Uguti, the way that Pirates plays. As a Chiefs fan, I watch them and I'm like, this is scary. These guys are moving way too quick. It's scary. Like once they start combining and around your box, it just looks scary. And them going to score, it looks scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. However, somehow, for all their quick movements and what they should be doing, which is you expect that they should be scoring, they are not scoring as many goals. They've scored not a lot, but they've scored goals. But I think Pirates could be scoring more. I think Pirates are creating enough chances to be scoring more goals than the ones that they are currently creating now. But that's me. What do you guys think? I truly believe that that is a thing that they should be doing, scoring many more goals. And now Pirates' depth is also increasing because now they have a Sibelebele who's returned from injury. So now that's very interesting because it means more options for them, right? So there is a lot of depth. Even if someone was to get injured at this point at Pirates, which God forbid, we don't want that. Uh, right. I was just looking at something here. I'm done. Right. Let's see. Our team's coming out already. They should be out now so that I can start recording the match. Please like the video. Football is back. Payback time. Oh yeah, gosh. The funny thing is, was it the first match or was it the second match? Pirates are wearing the white kit, so now I must change my scoreboard. Okay, I will just change the red because Pirates are wearing white and I wrote white. So that was a good guess. Team 1 is white, team 2 is red. There we go. Changed it, solved it. Okay, it's about to go down then. It's about to go down. Your thoughts on Sibelebele starting after a long injury? I think Usebelebele is not going to finish the game. That's why they started with him, because they know he won't finish it. Because just imagine this. Imagine Pirates are 1 goal down and the person who's on your bench is Sibelebele and is coming back from injury. And you are thinking that he must go there and provide a solution. And now there's a lot of running, there's a lot of, pressure on him coming off the bench. So as much as sometimes people won't prefer a person who's coming back from injury to start, but I think, it's not because it's a strategy, Oguti. He's trusted and is the only one who can rescue them. But it's rather have him start than finish, because if he finishes, we don't know what will happen during the half. So rather start with him. I mean, there's a chance Uti might not even come back from halftime. So I completely get why that is. What I don't like is when a player who's coming from injury is now expected to perform miracles, which is the same thing that Chiefs coaches wanted to do, which is what I did not like. Uguti. They wanted to keep Ulilep out there as long as they could because they wanted him to rescue them. So it's that thing, Yoguti. it depends on the context of the game or the context of choosing him. Why is he chosen? And then we can move from there. Right. Abdeslam, I need him to have his I miss his hand, you know, when his hand had that cast. He looked like it had aura, as the kids say. It had aura. It made him look even more dangerous. Whoever is about to play against this team is going to lose. I'm sorry, but it did. Moment of silence. Moment of silence. Oh, a player from First Division. I didn't know that. Oh, a whole CEO, Nkosi yami. I will read your comments right now. I'm just trying to record. Pirates, your thoughts? Okay, saying friendly. Pirates could have Bayern Munich levels of finishing, but Sekhukhune will win this game. Kusho Petrol. But Petrol ngiyakwazi when I know you most ukuthi you would not want them to win in any case. See now as if Valley Chiefs, although this is a neutral channel, but I know ukuthi deep down in your heart you would never want them to win Valley. I know ukuthi you would never want them to win. I find it hard to believe or to even see how they could not win this game. I just don't see it. There's no way. There's no way that Pirates don't win this game. At best, a draw. But losing, I don't think that happens. Not with Sekhukhune's form, not with Pirates' form, not with Aborele wanting to come on and prove to Bruce that they should be starting for Bafana Bafana. There are so many layers to this second part of the season because there's a lot of thinking. Someone is asking me, let me see, I remember. What do you think of Ncube Kushu Petrol? I think Ncube is Petrol. I think I've watched him. He looks ngifuna ukuthi ngifocus more. I think I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch Sekhukhune that much. The games that I've watched on him, he's been decent, but then again, it's against Chiefs. And I don't like judging player performance based on how they played when they were against Chiefs because there's extra motivation. I need to watch a player against Richards Bay and see do you have the same amount of motivation when there isn't a potential move to Chiefs or Pirates, because these big games can be deceiving. So that's what I think. Aibo, are they making a mistake? Awundaba, but they've recovered. Wetito. And Mariko is also back on the bench for Pirates. Because it was clear from the get-go, Guti, who's this guy? It was clear from the get-go that the coach liked Mariko. I think he just realized that he wasn't ready. So then he started benching him, but it was always his plan to play him. And now he has a chance because now there's a central midfielder injured. So Pirates are going forward, that's for sure. And from the get-go, from their first goal kick, Sekhukhune are going long. Ngutito chief. It's too easy. It's too easy. Um, it's too easy for Pirates to get behind. This is what I'm saying. I don't think these guys can possibly lose this game because you just see them getting behind Sekhukhune over and over again. And until they address that, then the dreaming of they might lose, they might win this game, it's just not gonna happen. This is what they are trying to do. Go direct to Mchela, go direct to Magalwa. That's their plan. I don't see any other plan. And we know that, I know that, you guys know that, Uguti. Sekhukune's game plan is to go direct, is to hit you as quickly as they can. That's what they're trying to do. So I'm watching this game and my thoughts and expectations are exactly Uguti Pirates are going to win this game, and unless something drastic happens, Uguti Sekhukhune. But then also what I found watching PSL matches, it's very rare, with all due respect, to see a team changing its game plan. I don't see teams like they were playing maybe, let's say, a back three system and then they change. Coaches just use like for like subs most of the times, which I think is lazy coaching. Sometimes there's no plan B. You watch the same game, the only thing that changes, that's why fans also think, oh, the coach is good when he makes a change. And then the change does not do anything fruitful, because if udlala 4-4-2, it still remains ukuthi that formation is flat. That formation is just three lines. So the opposition can just be flat and mark you as well. And then if they're attacking you, just make use of your lines. Some in front of them, some between them. And then on the sides, try to, because the formation is usually narrow as well, if the team is lazy, why are you not changing something? Because this is not, does not have to do with the 4-4-2. It could be a 4-2-3-1 for all I care, playing against a team that plays a 3-4-2-1. The team that plays a 3-4-2-1 already has a main advantage in the middle because they have four. They have 2 10s and 2 6s. And when I know 4-2-3-1, you have three midfielders. So your solution is either add the winger there, make them invert if you have the ball so that you have a numerical advantage, or at least match. Nothing. So then I get frustrated and I lose my head. Anyways, And this is why Sekhukhune are playing direct, because whenever they try to keep the ball, Abomkhize, they just give the ball away. It's not gonna work. If a team is well organized, and especially when they're expecting that you're gonna play like this, you're not gonna do anything. And that's why Pirates are not bothered that much by. They're trying to keep the ball. I'm trying to see how aggressive Pirates are trying to get as well. And the answer is not that much, not that aggressive yet. Because I know these teams played friendlies, not these two specifically who are playing, but I know that teams were playing friendlies just before the resumption of the league. Sekhukhune have a long throw. This is where Pirates might get hit if they go to sleep. Because even now, Mojela almost scored out of nowhere. Midfield partnership Pirates is back. Yes, they went back to their boys from last season. Yo. See, Uchaine will take over from Williams when Williams retires, or maybe when we change a coach. Because he's just as comfortable on the ball. And that's literally the first thing any coach, modern coach, is thinking about. Yo, Maswangani. What a 10. What a ball that he tried to play there. It wasn't that bad. And also the fact that Pirates are a team that can have uh, who can have a Lebito not be present and then they replace him with a a very capable Van Rooyen as well. That tells you that. There's one game plan for Sekhukhune. Be vertical. Over them. Over them. So Daniel Cardoso has a football club that he owns. Ibizwangani ETBK. Daniel Cardoso. This is also where Pirates could potentially be dangerous, because when it's corner kicks, they expect them to do something. Free kicks, expect them to do something. Because they clearly, I don't think they don't possess the technical ability to play, but they are losing the ball, which then leaves a conclusion that they don't know how to play like that, but they do know how to play like that. So it's that thing, Yoguti, then you just don't know. You know what I like about the systems, not like football is the same for the most part, modern football. When you watch a big team play, it's similar. You'll have the goalkeeper with the ball like Uchayne, like who Williams does. For whatever reason, a Chiefs Peterson is scared to do that. When he gets the ball, the defenders don't split. Instead, he pushes the ball a bit and then he kicks it forward, because they have taller strikers. But still, they play the ball, but when it goes back to him and you're expecting that they will play with him, he goes long. But I'm watching China. He comes out like 30 meters from his goal line. He's playing the ball there. More, you know what I also see, particularly some Pirates fans won't like this. The thing about Makaula is he's a very good defensive midfielder in terms of defending. I think one thing that some people still need to understand is, if you've played the game, you know that taking one touch and taking 3 touches means you have spent more time on the ball and you are reducing the amount of space you can run into, because someone else is running towards you to close you down. And that's what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching with Makaula. He will get the ball, touch it, control it to 10, push it forward while he scans, and then pass. But when Nduli is available, he's scanning before he receives the ball. Makaula also scans, but we also know that players don't scan the same amount of time before. And the main thing is, how many times does a player scan before he gets the ball? And I was reading coaches' things, checking even the number of scans before you get the ball. Guti, when it really gets to the elites, the person will scan the first time when the teammate gets the ball, he's scanning. He will scan the second time when the ball is on its way to him. He will scan when the ball is with him now and he's driving wherever. He's now looking and he knows where the ball is supposed to go next. And the study was like, okay, players who scan obviously make better decisions because they have better awareness. So Abo Makaola, the technical ability, even though you've scanned, but if you are not quick enough with the touch you receive, it's a touch goal. Like when you receive the ball, you play it into space, but that also comes because you know what's behind you. So, like, that is why Messi becomes so elite or is so elite because he walks and walks and walks and walks and looks and looks and looks and looks. By the time the ball gets to him, he already knows every movement that he needs, that is happening, and who he needs to pass. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. Ronaldo Lina is back for Sekhukhune. I thought he was done. I thought Sekhukhune were never going to play him again. These corner kicks that Sekhukhune keeps on conceding, one of them will go in. And these set pieces, Jalo, because that was a set piece. Yeah. Inkinga enkulu is if you are playing and you have a team and they have zero width. I understand. How can you be attacking but you don't have a wide player? Foot, it's not like they are not told these things. How can you are going forward, your whole team is going forward. Not much is happening on Sibelebele's side. Yes, they are going through that side on the left of that guy who killed the child. They are trying to go through his side. It's a crime which you can drink and drive and then kill someone's child and still be enjoying your life. But we are not here about that today, so we'll just move. I was wondering if they were going to use Sibelebele's side to switch the ball there. Those run forwards. That's what they're trying to do, Sekhukhune. There's nothing else. From an attacking point of view, their thing, their game plan, and their only game plan is that try to get forward as quickly as possible. Hit them while they sleep. Sekhukhune can hurt Pirates if they attack with more purpose. They are scared. They've just decided that they're gonna be scared. Cause now, but the thing is, I look at the Sekhukhune team, man. You can see this. They are starting 11. They have players like you can't tell me ukuthi you have Umnare nomncube nomkhize. Umkhize is half decent, but Umnare has played for Pirates. Umnare has been to the national team. It's no small feat. If Hugo Bruce calls you to his national team, that means he sees some things in you, and we know ukuthi umchito uyalazi ibhola. So why not utilize them? You have Abo Makhaila no Bo Mutshela, but they can stretch the pitch. Ule Tlapa is a very good player on the ball. if you are scared, you don't want to, because you are no who's this guy? Um, if you want to use your Mahalwas and your Muchelas, keep them wide. Let them stay wide. Ule Tlapa can then invert into midfield. Leave Mohaila at the back for extra caution with Cardoso and Love. But play. Play. And is this not the first shot at goal? No, it's not. But yeah, there are ways, man, that you can try and hit Pirates. I think that Pirates uh, are a very good team. Brilliant. They're a good team, but fearing them does not help. Okay, that was interesting way of building up. But now then you go, oh, Kusiyami. Pirates front line does not look dangerous. Umremi nje, who they are trying to enter with on that other side, he's the one that has looked like he could do something. Because usibelebele, nothing much has happened. And uzobona second half. I've seen this movie before. Pirates will have a slow game, then boom, double sub, a police in Mfukeng. All of a sudden we're moving. There is movement like you've never seen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. X is saying the front line does not look dangerous because there's no facilitator like a police and Mfukeng. Exactly. Because when those two guys come in, eh, eh, eh. Who's getting that yellow card? Is that Ncube? Wrong person to be getting a yellow card as well. Oh, it's not him, it's Ramel. And he did that on purpose. This game is open and it needs a creative player. Who are they going to bring on Sekhukhune? Because Uramala manje. Awadu Matot is telling his players, listen, space, man. Leave that space as it is. Hi, coachy. Manje, if I try to leave the space as big as possible, something wrong happens. I'm sorry. I'm not like this usually. I'm always like this. On the other hand, Cardoso is shouting at his keep. Okay, so that I can help your minds, let me do this. I'm trying to change now so that text is white. All right. So that it's clear that Sekhukhune are playing away, are playing at home. I was doing it for myself, for my head. Right. Let's see. What I would like to see more is movement in that Pirates midfield. They are pulling Daba, Shem. Who's pulling Undab? Uramal. Yeah, the problem is if you are a team that is set up to just play counters and then the counters don't happen, what tends to happen is you end up giving the ball away way too quickly. That's the issue that Sekhukhune have. When they win it, they're trying to go forward. But forward, there's no one because they're sitting so deep trying to defend. Bese kuzoba I don't like it when a player is just joking around and not applying pressure. Doesn't seem like they're blocking any passing lane. It's just vibes. Pirates keep on knocking. And Pirates won't mind as well unless they concede. But should they not get frustrated, then that means second half they know that they are coming in with the finishers. And when the finishers come, these ones who started the game would have tired the Sekhukhune defense. And the fact that they've already made some stupid tackles, it tells me ukuthi when Pirates come on in the second half, they will pull the bones off the flesh. Oh yes, please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video if you've already subscribed. Uramala is injured or is running away from the fact that he has a yellow card. Aibo. This is crazy business. I swear I thought I saw Mahalo. I've had to fix that. I didn't notice. But no one noticed either. It's funny. Or Ronaldo Lina. And that's the thing. These long balls are being played, and Sekhukhune are not successful at doing anything with them up there. Uvuyo letlapa. I think that's better. They're making a change. Abug, I just made Makhalwa. I thought Makhalwa was starting. I had written Makhalwa. And now Makhalwa is coming on. I have to write his name again. It's not funny, but the momentum of one goal from Pirates will rile them up to finish more. Makhalwa in. Yes, Makhalwa is on for Ramal. I think Ramal is just lying. I wonder if he's actually injured or he was just scared. Yeah, once they start switching the ball, one thing they shouldn't do is get desperate yet. Can't be getting desperate at this time. You still have time. Thirty-four minutes in, there hasn't really been that. But for Pirates, that happens mainly around the 70th, 80th minute when the subs come on. The ones who start are okay, but the ones who finish, they can be riled up. This is the longest I've seen Sekhukhune being on the ball. Literally, this is the longest. This is the first time they've played the ball and they've pushed Pirates a bit back. All this time, they were just the ones who were pushed back. All this time. I even forgot that Mbotuma plays for Pirates because of the season. Because I was thinking of Pirates' depth the other day, but I didn't say strikers and think Botum. If Pirates concede a goal, which might happen from these throw ins and whatnot, if they do concede a goal, they should just know that if this is hard for them to do, to break down this team, if it's hard right now, that difficulty will be doubled. Because these ones will literally go back to a back five. They will. So they need to make sure they don't concede. Which they've been able to do, if we're fair. How? Uncikazi. I thought there is a hint of Ndaba building with the two center backs. He seems to stay slightly deeper. Slightly. But then he attacks later on. I want you to look at the next attacker, Pirates. You will see that he starts deeper, but as the ball progresses, sometimes he pushes up. And in him pushing up, he does not even push up wide. Sometimes he is in the midfield. It's too much. I'm looking at these passes, and you know the funny thing is, I think X is saying Keleto can find and assist. Pirates must be careful. Keleto is very quick. Sekhukhune must be careful. Upetulo is saying, diagnose Pirates Bill. What's the problem? The problem is what I was just shouting about right now. The first issue I have when Tito gets on the ball is he can do something amazing. Like, for example, I saw him receive the ball and then he turned and then he was supposed to find Van Rooyen, open your groin, play the ball through. But he wants to hit it with his laces so that he pass Yakis or pull him out wind. I just saw another one right now where he got the ball. There was already a line breaking pass to him. So he's behind the first pressing line. He can now progress the ball, but then he tries to do something fancy. Of course, it's not Tito alone. If I look at the midfield, when Nduli is there, the passes, because it doesn't trap, move, control, then pass. It's like trap, pass. That thing in football, 2 seconds is a long time. If you can trap, move within that second, that means the defense that shifted to try press you are still adjusting to you getting the ball, but the ball is already gone from you. It's with someone. So I think that also the movement of the ball, because when you have the, I don't know if it's Ebola, it's like music. In sometimes you need to know when to play the low notes, dun dun da da dun 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 da 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 dun dun da 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 da, you know, then you upagam. But my mouse will with the same tempo, da da da. All we have to do as a defending team, we move. You say da, we just watch you. With da, we adjust again. So when we get to certain areas of the pitch, its tempo must increase. And I don't see that with Pirates right now. As much as I would like to give credit to Sekhukhune for that, that is why Mina, what I said, I think it was 5 minutes ago, Guti. This is why the subs of Pirates are usually so effective. Because I wonder if this could be a thing that they do on purpose. They will just rotate the ball, be slow, do the thing. Because second half, the team comes back and they're like, oh yeah, we know them. They will play this, they will play there, they will play this, they will play there. And then no police when they get in, it's like, pa, 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 pa. All of a sudden, it's 300 kilometers per hour and you can't catch up because you are not used to the tempo. So that's what I'm trying to see, Guti, is how fast is the tempo going to change. But also, I wonder whether the tempo change also has to do with what time they are in a match. That should be a goal. What a tackle that is. That is a good tackle that. Etlapa just made tackle of the week. Because Mahopa was about to finish there, then it just comes out. I like the smell of Vaseline. It's soothing. How? It's not a goal. Wow. What just happened? I thought there was a goal. What just happened? What a save. Wow. What a save. You know what? That is a really good save. That is a really good save. Flippin' hell. You see, when we talk about reflexes, that's what we are talking about. Flippin' hell. Prevent the corner, adjust, 'forward'. 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 'Forw Why is he kicking umchit? He literally has a person to his right and he wants to kick. It's what I was saying, Guti. Abo monare nabo man. Abo monare nabo. There is literally a teammate of yours to your right. He's literally like 3 meters away from him. 3 meters, which means you could just poke that thing. And then when you decide to try and go long. Yeah, that was a crazy save, Ngampela. You are right, Exis. Like, because he had saved it, he was down and then he just comes back up again. What a stupid clearance by Katos. And he's the one who's shouting at people, but he's the one who failed to clear the ball. Grown-ass man failing to clear the ball and then he's blaming other people. Timbo? He's shouting at the fact that someone was not marked. That was a good save. Pirates could easily be one goaler, but Pirates are getting a lot of corners and they're causing some problems in those corners. So I don't know why Sekhukhune are not addressing that. I hope Utinkla does. I don't hope nothing for him, actually. If he doesn't see it, then he should get punished for that. Excuse me. I saw a few slips. Was it in the last night game ya Sundowns? Sometimes the pitch is just slippery. Two minutes added. That's its kick and hope. I hate this. I really do. I hate that. I'm seeing China go long for the first time as well. But sometimes we are told as coaches will say, okay, sometimes you just have to go long. Just go long. Malala. Let me see how many fouls. It is just crazy business. 7 corner kicks. They've considered. This is crazy. Pirates have gotten 7 corners. Sekhukhune have 0. It's madness. It's half time. So a dominant first half from Pirates' point of view, but dominant in that sense, because they've not really done much to say threaten. I think the biggest threat that these guys have had in this half came from set pieces. So I don't think that their coach will be as pleased as, if they tried and hit a crossbar, because they are going forward, yes, but we expected that. So that's nothing that is scary. They attacked Sekhukhune. It's nothing scary. We knew that was going to happen. It's half time, so I have to stretch myself. Because I'm gone. So what are you guys thinking? Half time? How did that look for Pirates? How did that look for Sekhukhune? Talk to me. And will Wadu blink fast and make changes, or will he perhaps give it a bit of a 15 minutes nyana before making subs? Because I was ready to write a paragraph about why we need VAR, how that ball crossed the line. The keeper humbled me. Now I thought it crossed the line, I'm not going to lie. At first look, I did not even know how that ball did not go in. I just didn't. I did not know. I'm telling you. I looked at that and I was like, oh, that's surely a goal. But it happened so fast. So I also would have understood, I also understood why the linesman did not see. So I was just there thinking, okay, but if something happened there, it's incredible. And the keeper saved it. He was here down, and then somehow he wakes up. Like the awareness to be able to do that, the reflexes to be able to do that as well is just madness. It's just madness. Oh, SS2 has a different thumbnails now. Why are you so harsh towards Tinkler? Lol. No, because Utinkler is a jerk. I didn't like how he treated that lady. You remember that lady was interviewing him. I forgot who. She was just asking, how are you going to encourage the boys after this? She wasn't even fighting him. She was just doing her job as an anchor, like, hey, Eric Tinkler, so your team just lost. What do you have to do to encourage them? What? Encourage them. Why do they need encouragement? They just won the last game. And he was talking after, I think they just beaten Arrows, and then they lost to Polokwane City. And then he did that thing. And he's never been. So coaches about Papaya should be humbled. It's not even about him being a bad coach per se. It's about him being a horrible human being. Because you don't treat people with such disrespect. So now the question is, why did you not encourage your players? I'm going to have Papa and the anchor. I'm sure that lady is happy wherever she is, watching Pirates. Watching Sekhukhune suffer and not win any games, because she asked a question and then Tinkler was a jerk about it, and now here we are. So I'm happy about that. MD Freedom is saying, Pirates, come on guys, we need to celebrate. We'll see. Around the 60th minute, because Usibelebele has not really been on the game. So I think what might happen, I'm trying to see. What might happen, they might actually bring on Mfukeng Manje at halftime. Take off Sibelebele because he's coming from injury in any case. So you can take off Sibelebele in his place, bring on Mfukeng, but not play Mfukeng as a right winger. Play him as a left winger and then bring Umremi to the right. But also I've seen this coach Uguti, he will play a right-footed player on the right, like he was doing this half. Ugutus Belebel was not cutting in, and Umrem was also not cutting in. So it might just be a like for like as well. It might be a police being a like for like, and Utito might also be taken off. Because what I'm also seeing, there is dancing who could come on in midfield, but at the same time, Utito, I want to see Maswanganyi being played as an 8. I think he could shine in that position. Generally too. I think if you play Maswanganyi as a box-to-box midfielder, he could do something there, because you could have him and Bata play there. Because otherwise, right now in this game, it hasn't felt like it needs Makaula. So with the subs that are there, eventually, I think this is what the coach is going to do, because my thinking would be take off Sibelebele is coming back from injury, bring on Mfukeng, and then give it another 15 minutes. Then bring on Butuma, and then you can bring on Utansin for Umbat, not Umbat, who's this guy? But it also depends on performance, because you can't just pull out a player. So if we are just talking based on performance of this half, I would say that you can leave Makaula in case Sekhukhune come back with a better attacking plan. But definitely don't bring back Sebelebele, because he's coming back from injury and you're not using his side anyways. Give it 15 minutes. If Sekhukhune still plays the way that they were playing, then you bring on Utansin for Makaula. Bring on Osuna Police for Maswanganyi and play Urele as a 10. And now you have Muremi, Maswanganyi, and also bring on Umbutum. So make a triple sub on the 60th minute. Make one sub now. And is it a triple sub? If it's Mbutuma, Dancing, and Apolis, yes, and Mfukeng goes in now. And then later on in the game, you can then see what you do. But you'll be left with Uchabetsane and Umareko there in your bench. And then if you see the game is getting physical, you can always bring on Umareko as well. So he has options. He has options. He still has some injuries, but he has options. UX is saying, Wadu likes late subs. Tinkler just can't manage this game because defensively Pirates have been good. This game needs Rele and Ubanu 10-11. Who's 10-11? I have no idea who that is. Yeah, Uwadu makes, like most coaches, there are 3 windows that you expect coaches to make subs. Well, not 3, but 5. Not just in terms of because there are 5 subs available. Because one, a player is injured, so let's not count that. There is the first one, which is 15 minutes after the break. Okay, or 45 minutes. Coaches always make it 45 minutes. And then, if a coach is really desperate, they will make another change within 10 minutes after they have started. But usually, they will wait until 60 minutes and then 75, because now they know they are desperate, so they're throwing everything at the Prem. But weird enough, there are some coaches who will still wait until 85 minutes, but a team is losing or a team needs a goal. I just don't get those coaches. I think that if you are a coach who's bold and you want to win or you are competing for something, you make a triple sub on the 60th minute, because if whatever that you said in the halftime has not worked in the first 15 minutes of the half, it's not going to magically start working now. That means Lavantu Laba who are in there, they are drinking you. Take them off, or take one of them off. Take some of them off. So that's where we are. Yeah, Exes. That's why I don't like Eric Tinkler. He was rude to a poor woman. He did woman abuse live on TV. And no one was happy about it. And the fact that even though a lot of people were not happy about it, and I feel like people were quiet and they did not say anything, like other anchors. The disrespect was real for no reason. But we know this, after coaches lose matches, they also lose their heads a bit. You'll find coaches saying the most ridiculous things. You remember even with Upito. Upito, after losing games, Upito is a sour loser. Yo, I know which is not a sour loser. Some people will just say it's because he's used to winning. So when he loses, he doesn't know how to take it with grace. He will just find a reason. If it's not the ref, he will. But I've also learned that coaches do that. I've learned that coaches do that if they had a bad plan. Like, let's say Pep, like last week when he lost to United, they were asking him, why did he not play? Angazi Urot did play. But they were asking about something. And then was like, oh, why did I not think about that? Maybe you should coach the team. Like, because now he's trying to make the focus to be the fact that he was rude and not the fact that he had a bad game plan. Because one thing that you need to understand about coaches, which I think most people understand, but it's worth reiterating again. Coaches are very big-headed. And I'm saying this because I know how I feel about my ideas and how I want the team to play and, everything. It's rare for a coach to lose and say, yeah, a better team won. Most times they will say, oh, a better team lost. You're like, what are you smoking? How strong is it? So sometimes coaches just live in their own world where they will lie on live television and say that they were a better team while everyone watched that game. I've seen coaches talk about that. Like, you have Abomangoba Mngiti midweek complaining about the fact that Chiefs scored an offside goal, we need VAR. But there is a clip of him at Sundowns saying, I am not ashamed of benefiting. So there is like a duplexity and not irony, but it is irony because you can't on one aspect when you benefit, you talk about you are not ashamed of it. And then the moment you lose the game, now you are running your mouth about, oh, yeah, we should do better as a country. We need VAR because we are competing for 20 million and the ref's incompetence has cost me a match. Brother, you've lost a lot of matches in your past 5 games. You can't possibly think that winning that game against Chiefs was the thing that was going to change your season. Might have, but sit down. So the coaching and the coaches rather and their arrogance, it's a lot. It is a lot. Isibusiso siphezu kwami isandla sakhe. Yeah, second half is resuming now. Let's see what Pirates have for us as the half started. Oh, Lapo, it's so hot. That man's head, it's shining, and I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be so hot. Sekhukhune are the ones who are making a double sub. This is interesting. Do they fancy their chances? Wow. They are fancying their chances. They are fancying their chances. They are fencing their chances. Okay, that's interesting to me because Utinkla. Oh, but also remember, Utinkla has already made a sub in the first half. So he knows that if he still wants to make 2 more subs in this half, changes. Mochela is off, Mochaila is off. Mochaila velulele, benze kahle bamkhiphe. And babonile ukuthi that side is being attacked. Ngena uMatsimbi. Ngena uMatsimbi. The game is off and running. Excuse me. Pirates have not made a sub, Bona. Their coach is trusting the players who finished half to continue with this one. But I know there are 15 minutes because this is not going to. Who's injured already? It's not going to be that long. 15 minutes and he's making a sub. What's happening with Talent and Bat? Is he going to be fine? I think so. What is the referee lecturing that guy about? Let me update this to show that people went off. Mochaila is off. Matsimbi is on. Mokwane came on from Uchel. Oh, but ngisho kuthiwa you understand, guys. I don't think Umfukeng understands anything. Not ukuthi udom, ngisho ukuthi I don't think he understands or would even, or the timer. Yo, yabo le time I need to be reminded manje ngoba iminyaka i-advanced. Thank you, Axis. What's the word? Let me see what it's the right word that I'm thinking. Yeah, I was right. Cognizant. Pirates are very, but it's not even about awareness. It's not them being cognizant of the threat that Sekhukhune can give them, which is why you see Undaba being a bit deeper. I think they are careful. They know the pace of the wingers of Sekhukhune. But I think they are too careful. I think they should just let go and go with them. Right? Just go with them. When we want you, we are here for you. Listen to me. Mbafufis. Atekan mapagapag. Don't be scared. Nothing much has changed. Um, oh, forgot I can't edit nothing. Nothing as much has changed in this game. It's just the thing, Yoguti. Slowly but surely, we know the 60th minute or the 55th minute is coming, and that's when that pace is going to increase in ways that Sekhukhune have been led to believe won't happen. Because the pace that Pirates are playing in right now might deceive Sekhukhune for the second half, and they might think that, oh, yeah, this is how they're playing. There's nothing to worry about. Don't be deceived. Do not be deceived. Sekhukhune are still trying the same tricks. Get the ball forward as quickly as possible. Yeah, this is probably the only way that Sekhukhune can do something to Pirates in these set piece moments. Either I throw, because Pelane throw in now, you see, it's a big part of what teams are trying to do now. Uh, Yabona, there's one thing that needs to be said about Uchaine. Last year, there were a few goals that he conceded from from being stuck on his box. I mean, not on his box, on his line, where it didn't come out. He has improved that. He has improved that a lot, and I think that he needs to be given credit, a lot of credit. So, yeah, he's doing much better in coming out to claim those balls that are swung into the 18. Mm-hmm. All right, what's fun is that the point of attack has not changed, and I don't think it will change even now with with Pirates are still trying to attack down the left hand side of theirs. Wax is saying, why do you say you don't think Fukeng understands? I don't think he understands because he's a big player. Right? He's a big player. You can do that with Umrem. Umrem was never a superstar. Like, you are coming to Pirates, they're already a big team. You feel like, oh, it's such an honor to be here. But if you think about Mfukeng, as much as he appreciates that, but he's had like 2 seasons where he's been the talk of the town. So now on his 3rd season, he's sitting on the bench and he's told that he's a finisher. That makes sense when he comes on and he scores, but he thinks, and he knows, not he thinks, he knows that he can start the game and still have the same impact. So that is why I'm saying that I don't think he says, yeah, I get what the coach is saying. In his head, he's thinking, angihlangela lona, ngimnandi mina, and I know that, so why are you not giving me the chance? Not kuti in a disrespectful way, but at the end of the day, sitting on the bench is never nice to footballers, especially when that footballer is also good and he knows that he's good, and we tell him that he's good. So I don't think he understands at all. No matter how much Wadu says that. Even Apolis might get it because he's also new at Pirates. But Mfukeng, I don't think he understands. And I think if there are Pirates fans on the chat as well, they will tell you. Now I think you know. It's you bench a star player for the team and the team doesn't win. You know what people are gonna say? Why is he not starting our best player? Right? So it's all good and well when the team are still coming back and they are winning games. But the moment they stop winning, or even for one game, Pela fans are active. They will say, yeah, this guy is here to destroy Pirates. Oh, you know football fans. They don't play around once their feelings are hurt. And the worst thing is, Pirates Chiefs won midweek. So there is some slight pressure on Pirates. It's not that much because, they still have 2 games in hand. But Pirates fans would like as much as possible, just like any team would. If your team is winning, just capitalize. If Abo Sundowns are dropping points, capitalize. If Abo Sundowns are busy with CAF competitions, open the gap so that when they come back from those, they are overwhelmed by the number of points that you've racked up. But if while they're away, where now you are just chilling and not making more damage, not making the gap any bigger, and the fact that they're out of the CAF thingy, they're out of the Champions League, it's going to put much more pressure on them because it's like, you surely, that's why I predicted that they are the ones who might win the league. Because if you think about it, Sundowns want to win the league, right? They do. But realistically, if you said, okay, to any Sundowns fan, Champions League or the PSL, it wouldn't take 10 seconds. They will tell you, give me the Champions League. If you know all, because if I say all, some of them don't want to listen. They will just say both. I'm like, no. You're not hearing me. If you had to choose, like you had no option, you get one or nothing, all of them will choose the Champions League. Because they've been winning the league and losing it once, especially when you have an excuse ukuthi phela laba they had all the time in the world. We didn't have all the time in the world. So I think that's the thing. I think that's what they would ask for. We are getting to the 60th minute, which means Pirates might be about to make that long awaited sub. Yes, he is about to make changes now. Nayogi Pirates, they've now gone long quite a few times in this half. I think it's lenteka tengisho first half ukuthi one of the biggest things is you try to what's the word? You try to get from back to front as quickly as possible. But Bona, the way they are doing it in such a sense that probably rushing, and no one wants that. See, they are playing a lot more direct balls. It's no longer just tiki taka, build, be patient, but it's now, yeah, Maswangang is going off, is making a double sub. As I said, it's predictable, but we know what's coming now. Exactly on the 61st minute, well, it's a 62nd minute. Maswanganyi and then Mufukeng is coming on. Oh, that's interesting. They actually took off Van Rooyen, so Sibelebele is going to right back. Huh. So Sibelebele is at right back so that Apollos can play as a winger. Okay. See, this is what Wadu does. If he's gonna have a choice between adding an attacking player or what, he's gonna choose an attacking player. He's gonna choose an attacking player. On the other side, Durban City are losing. To Chippa United. Oh, the thing is, it's the scoreline, and we don't even know how the whole game was going. Just seeing the goal. I like it's two coaches who play very positive football as well in Vusmuzi Villagas and Uwanele Bani, I forgot his surname. Chat Ubaika Manga, coach with Durban City. Uwanele something. Aokat also, if they want to, they are calm. They are as calm as they get. Kwanele Kopo, I think. I'm just guessing at this point. Yeah, Mrem is on the left, Apolis is on the right, Mfukeng is through the middle, as expected. Let's watch the tempo change. But also now, what I'm seeing, I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Since Pirates came back from the half, I did point this out earlier on. They've been going longer, a bit more. They are going direct as well. They've been going direct a bit more. Pirates are constantly going forward. They are. And we are entering a stage whereby the space behind the defense of Sekhukhune, if any exists, Pirates will be trying to maximize that. They will be trying to attack it every moment they get. And next sub, they're gonna make 2 changes next, Pirates, if not 3. They're going to bring on Umbutuma and Udancing for Makaula and Mahob. Hey, China had a heavy touch there. Yeah, you see this attack that just happened by Uma Kaul. It's proof of what I was saying. I don't know if you just saw the attack. Of course, you've just seen Snetemba Patela. Thank you, Sboniso. Yes. Angazi why ngicabanga uKobo. uKobo konje kwakubani? Was there another coach episode? Yeah, uSnethemba Patela. Yes, thank you so much. Ukwanele Kobo konje wayecoacha in. Sengikhohliwe. Kobo. Oh yeah, he did coach Cheaper last year. Yes. I remember he coaches University of Pretoria now. Phela igama lami mangicabanga iChippa United. Now they change keepers like they change socks. Like every week bona they have a new coach. Yeah, now we're watching proper Brexit football. Not proper, but we're watching Brexit football. Sekhukhune are going long, Pirates are going long. They are both, it's just like they are playing the olden Premier League football. And even in South Africa, that's the type of football that most teams try to play. Let's see who's going to be better at going direct. You go long, we go long. You go long, we go long, and on and on and on and on. That's what they are trying to do. That's what both teams do. And it's the 68th minute. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Sekhukhune are still in a healthy enough place in the league. 26 points, just 1 point behind Chiefs, who are not playing a league match this weekend. Yeah, Makgoba is going off soon. Beno Makaul. I'm actually surprised ukuthi the Pirates coach made a double sub But I think he's still thinking about the physicality of Makaula. But I think, and Mariko is more of a box to box, and he was benching Umbata beginning of the season. He wasn't really benching. He wasn't benching Undulu. Undulu was a mainstay, and Undulu is a 6. So I wonder when the coach is just gonna decide, you know what, screw this. I'm going all out. He still has trauma. This is what happens about coaching with trauma. They beat him, so he's scared. They beat him, he's scared. And even the press of Pirates, you see, it's not a high and aggressive press. It's more, it's a mid block. They are just letting them have the ball in the early stages of build up, and then they will become aggressive the moment they are in and around the center circle. Oh, the pace is gonna kill Sekhukhune now. And now this is a bigger problem as well, because now since they have a police who sometimes goes wide and sometimes inverts, that means Usebelebele can make an underlapping run, which is harder to track than an overlapping run, because if a police has the ball wide, they are thinking about stopping him from playing, which means they might not detect Usbelebele all of a sudden making a run inside and sprinting between the left center back and the left back. And you see, even here on the left hand side, that's what they're trying to do. Moremi is keeping his width, and then they're trying to have Umakhopa make runs between the right back and the right center back. But so far, Ukadoso is controlling that line nicely. And they are getting caught on offside. We just saw 2 back-to-back offside calls. Yo, by sub. I think the reason why they are playing in mid block also is Pirates. They are scared of surrendering space, because as much as they have fast wingers themselves, they are playing against a team that is also playing Umakhalwa, who's very quick. So if one through ball goes, he's gonna skin that defender, face the keeper, and score. What did I say? Just give me the job at Pirates already. Did I not say 5 minutes ago that the next 2 subs will be Mahopa? Oh, okay, he's taken off Umbat. And I said, because Umakaula is not a direct sub, Mariko, that is why they hadn't taken him off. And they are still scared of that physicality. So that's exactly what he has done. This is exactly what he has done. Feel good about myself. It's the 70. It happened on the 73rd minute. Umbata kuze uMariko. El Mariko is the coach's child. He likes him so much. And then desperate times will call for desperate measures. Mbutuma. Oh, I forgot Mariko. I almost forgot this about Mariko. Before he went away, he liked these shots from range, and he just had one within a minute, like literally 40 something seconds after he came on. Undaba has really taken that left back spot from Uhoto. They are bringing on Upiri for Munare. This is purely reactive. Once Maze baslimaze. Okay, they are bringing on fresh legs. We are also going to bring on fresh legs in midfield. Is this his debut as well? Let me listen to the commentators. And I'm shocked that Ikong Buzgut is his debut because he is a better player than Monare in terms of having and keeping the ball. Because at some point, Chiefs were talking to this guy. And now he's ended up going to Sekhukhune. Sekhukhune have this thing with players, man. Somehow they are getting good players. Vele you can tell Guti they have ambition to become one of the big clubs in South Africa. Abalandeli be-Pirates are still singing ukuthi sekusele kancane. What's happening with Khoropla? He's still touching his face. Oh, Makhaula. What in the nonsense is that? Makhaula, not Makhaula. I hate players who complicate things. Makhalwa has a person making a goddamn run la okwa right wake. Yena he decides to keep the ball. Now it's a count. Those things piss me off. Those things piss me off because you are a professional team. Now Nomremi, he's doing the same thing that Makhalwa just did. He has the ball Umremi, angatena apasipola angene spacini, but what does he do yena? He wants to flick it over and then he loses the ball. Now Sekhukhune have the ball. Like, how can two wingers in opposite sides of two different teams do the same stupid thing? It just says, it's what we're saying, like on Thursday. We're telling, because I coach under 17s and it manage. So I was telling them, I'm like, I am watching some of you doing outside foot passes. For what? Why? If you can open your groin and make a simple pass. But in Funukbu, when you're pap, like, I hate that. I hate that. Why do the difficult thing if there's a simpler thing to do? Sugar man. And you wonder why. You wonder why our football is so behind. Like you were watching the what's this thing? The AFCON. Look at how Abo Senegal are playing. Abo Idrissa Gueye. You watch it Abo Pabeke. You watch it Abo Ndia. You watch it Abo Nicholas Jackson. Not a great striker, but Magmela shy goals or shy goal. He will do the simple thing, lay the ball off, get in a run, make a run. I like South Africa, it's funuk flicker my ballers, funuk abantu bashaya amakhwela. But people will so it's fine. Just do the simple things. Only go too complicated if you know Uguti. Because if your instinct is always to complicate things, then your instincts are the wrong ones. You have wrong instincts. You've developed the wrong nonsense. You've developed the wrong mindset. Yoguti kumele izinto zibe complicated even when there is no need to. Yeah, Sekhukhune are doing a good job with blocking the middle. They are doing a really good job. This is the problem that you must not do. Mkize did well there to recover from Fukeng. But this is one thing you must learn about Pirates. You are better off sometimes just specific players need to be man-marked. You can defend the zone all you want, but certain players need to be man-marked. The moment a police comes on, Fukeng comes on, those you man-mark. Is he going to give a penalty? He's not. Fans are mad. They wanted that penalty. Yeah, it would have been a soft pen, wouldn't it? offside. They are doing a good job with holding that line, but Moremi had missed in any case. They are angry at that linesman, the fans. He's saying he wasn't, but he was clearly offside. He was clearly offside, Umchita. He's saying this, abadlali bebhola. Yeah, Ozona Police is just jumping there. He wanted it. Who's the last change for Pirates? Because I can hear the noise. It's hot or phoned up. Oh, for Umrem. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Umrem has been getting caught offside for way too many times. So I get it. Yeah, Hoto is the one who's playing forward. He's back to playing as a winger because Pirates have finally found a left back. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Pirates might still win this game, but I think that it's it's underwhelming. It's been underwhelming from Pirates. They could have been much better, so much better. Sekhukhune are still trying to do their thing. Oh, Cardoso, what a good defending. And he's not even that quick. Freedom is saying, what's wrong now? Mfukeng is in, Apolis in. Isekhukhune, they preempted, they expected what Pirates were going to do with this whole thing of starters and finishers. So one of the first things that they've done is they took off Munara and brought on Upiri. It's raining. And you can already see Upiri when he gets the ball, he's able to keep it. So they are not allowing these transitions to happen more frequently. That's one of the things. But I think most importantly, what they've done is they are very narrow in the middle and they are very, as I was saying, there are some players that you just need to man mark. Look at Umkhize, how tight he gets on Mfukeng when he gets the ball. He's trying to make sure it doesn't play. Mncube is off, and Lensizwa enesibongo eside uchibabwa. So bengilibhale mina igama lakhe ungena on the 84th minute. So that means Sekhukhune are weathering the storm so far. Uh, Mariko is the one to try and shot. Five minutes to go. Yeah, Sekhukhune, they've done a good thing there in the middle. I thought the two guys would come in and change it. Excuse me, but Sekhukhune were ready. That's why they made two subs at the break. They thought Pirates were gonna come in with the two changes already. And by the time those two guys came on, Umurem, Apolis Nomfukeng, people already thought, like the video, I forgot to ask people to like the video. They were already warm enough to deal with them. They were ready for the tempo to increase. Oh, that ball just missed Hropla. Was very close. You see, even Umkhize man, he's dropping deeper to help the team play. The calmness, Segundab. It's not a foul, that. It's not a foul. Lite phela leligama likaChibwabwa. It's a corner. So Aboguti Sekhukhune, everything that they did with their subs, they took off a right back because they were being attacked on their right hand side. They took off a midfielder in Monare because he was tired, so they needed fresh legs. And they brought on Chibawa as well, who was also going to help with the attacking. They took off Mahalo as well because they needed someone who's now going to track back to help. Mahalo no abamkephanga ungene ngo-32, but Umoko one for pace as well. So there's Cardoso. I think Cardoso should be man of the match. Now Cardoso deserves man of the match for this game. He's being solid. He's been solid. But at the same time, I think Umkhize has played well, man. Between Umkhize and Cardoso, who do you think should be man of the match? Okay, I'm stopping this poll and I'm opening another one. Timbo. Man of the match. Singifake noMakhawula la. Because it's not been bad either. Cardoso. What's gonna happen? Is that gonna be a goal? Wow. Yeah. Let's vote. 5 minutes have been added. Who has been your man of the match? Excuse me. And Olina is gonna waste time. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. And we're just talking about Cardoso being good, and they just went through him there. It's like I spoke too soon. Of course. I like how I like how even if Makaula hadn't done anything in the game, I know people were still gonna vote for him because I wonder who's going to be voted as man of the match. Because so far I've seen Macau big moments. The biggest moments have come from Cardoso. I think Monuguti from the lineups, the player who has the highest uh, ratings, and I did think Undaba had some a game numbers wise. The best player in the pitch has been Lina. Those corners that he's come out for. I like how I know China if Pirates were winning. 90 minutes gone indeed. This is how you blow a league. Pirates don't have any business not winning this game. They just have no business. This is not a point gained. This is 2 points dropped for Pirates. Was there a police? Is that not offside? It's offside. And he had missed. Did Lina save that? But it was offside in any case. Yeah, Mbutuma is clearly offside. Pirates are dropping points. Itadori Yuji is a Chiefs or Sundowns fan, I can tell. Most likely a Chiefs fan. um, it's weird. I'm not even. I think it's because when I'm in this channel, I'm also neutral. I'm not even wishing them to lose or to drop points because I believe they're a better team than Sekhukhune and they should be beating Sekhukhune. And makes no sense to me that Pirates are drawing this game. You see what I'm talking about? That number 3 there. Ulina is below. They talk too much. Pirates breaks my heart. Gush exes. Are gents. Are exes, man. And I'm not even, yes, I don't even have that feeling good. Yes. Yes. They are dropping points. I'm like, oh, okay. They are dropping points, but why are they even? What business do you have dropping points? Like, Pela Sundowns will get their momentum and they will continue winning. You have to use your advantage while you have it. You can't just. Hey, my heart almost stopped. Magalo almost got a 1v1. Pirates are still going. Yeah, and the match is gonna end on 97 or some. I like that number 3 is 1v1 defending. Yeah, Lina is the man of the match. I'm sorry, I should have added his name there, but it just is the man of the match. Yeah, Lina is the man of the match. Gents, we should change that. It makes no sense ukuthi Sundowns are playing on Friday in the Champions League, but they are playing on Tuesday again, while Pirates are not playing. Is there a corner? 97. These guys really need to switch on. This is why I never understand when players waste time. I don't get when players waste time on added time, because then they will add time to the added time, rather than you just play the 5 minutes of added time and move on. The game is supposed to be over, Gemanj. Yeah, the match is over. Sekhukhune United basically took 4 points from Pirates this season. They beat them the first time around, and now they've drawn with them. So that is interesting. Uti, the league is gone. Nah, this is definitely unacceptable, and they can't even say anything. It shouldn't have happened like this. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing the watch along of Chiefs and Zesco on the Coast Nation Fan TV channel. Here I will do the analysis of the game. I will post it tomorrow because I just posted the Sundowns one. So go check out the video again of Sundowns and how and why they drew against Al Hilal. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Oh, wait, not yet. I'm also live at 6:30 on Facebook and YouTube for the match preview of Chiefs and Zesco on Coast Nation Fan TV. Bye bye.